The costs associated with having a baby are pretty significant. There may be doctor's bills, hospital fees, new furniture, clothes, and baby gear to consider, not to mention the cost of diapers. Now, new military mommies and daddies may receive a discount on a procedure that has the potential to save their little one's life, or the life of another family member. Our Nate Snook explains the impact of cord blood and how it's being used to cure dozens of diseases.
The day of birth is a special time, duly celebrated each year with a birthday. It's also a unique one-time chance to extract the gold, or stem cells, from the baby's umbilical cord. This fairly new process extracts the cord blood, which would otherwise have been thrown away, and can now be stored for a lifetime and can cure a wide range of diseases. So what makes this umbilical cord blood so special?
It turns out this cord blood has always had stem cells, and what stem cells are very much like a blank canvas for when somebody's going to paint. And it turns out if you take these blank canvases, these stem cells, they can turn into any other cell in the human body. You can make them into a brain cell, you can make them into a heart cell, you can make them into an eye cell, and most importantly right now, you can make them into bone marrow.
Umbilical cord blood can only be collected at birth and is a painless procedure.
It's quite a simple procedure. Basically, once the infant is delivered, the obstetrician collects the blood from the umbilical cord while it's still attached to the placenta or the afterbirth. And there's no pain associated with that to the patient. It takes just about a minute or two to collect.
Once the blood is collected, it is sent off to the lab where the stem cells are extracted and then put into deep freeze where they can be stored indefinitely.
The thing that's maybe more amazing about this is that there's no ethical conundrum with this. In other words, that these are not embryonic stem cells. The baby is cut from its cord and given to mom and dad, and then the cord blood can either be placed in the trash can or it can be collected by companies like ours and stored. And so the Pope has endorsed the usage of this. The President of the United States has endorsed the usage of this. There doesn't seem to be any kind of ethical issue with these stem cells.
The science and research is still in its infancy compared to many future cures that lie ahead.
Research for stem cells is being done in every major illness because it really might be a miracle. Okay? Now, I don't know that it's going to be a miracle for all these things. I know that it is essentially for leukemia and lymphoma and such, but we're looking at right now for things like Alzheimer's disease, for spinal cord injury, for diabetes, for stroke, for heart attack.
Back in 1980, there was only one disease that you could cure with stem cells, and now there are more than 70. Ann Miller is a military spouse. Now pregnant with their 5th child, is a firm believer in the science and will be banking her baby's cord blood.
To me, the benefit and the opportunities are so much greater than the cost. It just seems a waste to not, encourage that research and support those programs. And, I pray that we will never need the stem cells. But, we have insurance and we do everything we can to give our kids the best that we can. I truly believe that it is giving my children protection. And when you have many children, the odds of something going wrong are a lot greater.
Choosing to store your baby's cord blood is a personal and private decision